Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my second video. Oh my god, so excited. So today I wanted to show you a nice like sunset kind of glowy makeup look like this one. I used a pop of yellow. I know that it's not very summer anymore, but I just wanted to do it anyway because this is the look I've been wearing the whole way through summer. It's super easy, simple, you can do it quite quickly. I've not gone crazy with the cut creases, which I will do eventually, but for this video I keep it simple. And yeah, so if you want to see this, carry on. I've already done my base and my bronzer and my brows, so I'm just going to show you the eyes and some blush and some lipstick. So let's get started. I'm going to put my cat ears on. By the way, I love this setup a lot more than I did my previous one I had. I just thought this one's more set up. It's got a little bit more light. Yeah, before I babble, I primed my eyelids as well. I used the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. I'm going to go in with my Born to Run palette again, my tried and true, love it. I know it's not been up for very long, but it's beautiful. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to use my Morphe E23, which looks like this. It's kind of a fluffier brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade Still Shot, which is this one right here. Just dab it and then tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to kind of brush that all over my lid, just in circular motions. This is kind of like my transition colour. I love these kind of peachy colours as my transition. I'll link everything else I used on my face down below, if I can find it. I've not quite got the hang of that yet. But just put a bit more on, just to build it up slightly. And then I'm going to go in with a Spectrum B07, which looks like this. Nice fluffy brush as well, but a little bit more tapered than the other ones. The other one's quite big and fluffy, this one's a little bit less. I'm going to go in the shade Riff, which is this one. It's like a kind of warm browny, orangey kind of colour. And I'm just going to concentrate that on the outer edge. I always spend a while blending, by the way, and I got this trick. If you hold your brush a little bit halfway, you've got a bit more control of it. And I don't mind it being a little bit messy and being a little bit on the lid, because I don't really want this to be a cut crease. I just want it to be super simple and easy. Just for people who are like beginners, a little bit like me, how I started. So just something that anyone can do, like any time of the day. It doesn't necessarily have to be a cut crease. I love cut creases, don't get me wrong, but sometimes they're not the easiest thing to do, and I just wanted to show you something that was a bit easier. So I'm going to go in with this yellow eyeshadow. This is by Primark and it's called Sunbeam. I really like the shade of yellow it is. I'm yet to find a yellow eyeshadow that I absolutely love and that's so pigmented. I've tried a few, like I tried one from, I think it's Bleach London, and I wasn't a big fan. But this is the closest one I've found that I really like. So what I'm going to do is I've packed quite a lot on this domed brush. This is called a Contour Shadow Brush by Royal, I think. And I'm just going to dab the yellow on my eyelid. Again, I'm not too worried about it being messy because I'm going to go in later on and just blend out the edges, but I just want the base of the yellow to be there, and I don't want it to be too pigmented, because I want this to be a look that we can wear at any event. There we go. And then I'm just going to go back in with my Spectrum brush and the shade Riff, which was that warm brown colour. Just going to go over the edges, just so it's like a little bit more blending into the yellow, not just. There we go. And a little trick is as well, just to clean up those edges, is to just get your finger and wipe it off. I use quite soft motions as well when doing this, because I feel like I've got a little bit more control rather than just stamping. So I'm going to take another one of those Royale brushes, which is the domed one, and I'm going to go in with the shade Punk. I think this shade is so unique. It's not anything I've seen before. It's this one here. And it's such a like, it's like a true dark brown. And I feel like most shades have like a little bit of purple, a little bit of red in them, but this really is a true brown, and that's what I really like about it. So I'm not gonna put too much in, but what I'm gonna do is just stamp that on the outer edge. And I work slowly with this because I feel like that's how I find it easier. Is what I'll do is I'll stamp the colour and like I'll slowly build it up rather than just putting like a big splodge on, because then I've not got much control, and with this then I can now go back and clean up any errors that I have. I'm going to go back in with my spectrum brush and just blend out the edges. I'm going to blend a little bit over the top as well. And yeah, so then I'm going to go back in with my domed brush, which I had the yellow shade on. And I'm going to put a little bit just at the bottom of my eye. I go back and forth between doing my foundation first and doing my like eyes first. In this case I don't mind doing my eye first. But if I was doing a quite heavy look with like glitter and stuff, 100% do my eyes first. I'm going to go back in with the Softly Spoken, which is that peachy shade. And just go underneath my eye. And blend out the edges. And then I'm going to go back in with Riff and just put that at the bottom of it. And I'm going to go in with some shimmer. So I'm going to use quite a soft bristled like small brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Stranded, which is this shade right here, and it's super gold and it's got little flecks of like, I want to say it's got like little flecks of peach in it, like it's quite a unique gold. I'm yet to use that on my eye, but for now I'm just going to put it on my inner corner. And what I like doing with my inner corner is like blending it up a little bit, just into like this crevice, so like it gives me more of a like rounded eye. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit underneath my brow bone. But yeah, I'm going to do the other eye off camera and then I'll meet you back here in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with some eyeliner. I am going to do a wing today, so I'm using the Urban Decay Razor Shop Longwear liquid eyeliner, which is my favourite eyeliner and I've used it for quite a while. So what I like to do is just draw a line across, and then I draw a line here and join them together. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go in with some mascara. So my mascara of choice is the Tarte Light Camera Lashes mascara, which is it's a really nice mascara. I really rate Tarte mascaras. They are some of the best that I've tried. Okay, so after my lashes, I'm just going to put on some blush. I'm going to use the Tarte blush in the shade Party, which is really well used, but it's my favourite blush. But it just gives you such a nice flush of colour. So I'm next going to go in with highlight, and I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills, of course, the one that I've used today. I'm actually going to use this shade Summer today, which I don't really use often because it is quite light, but I'm just going to use it sparingly. Because this is quite like a yellowy, golden-y kind of look, I just wanted to add like a more golden highlight. Just on top of my cheekbones. And I'm using the Anastasia A23 brush, which is the only highlighter brush I can use. I like other highlighter brushes, but this is the one I love the most because I can kind of like blend it into my skin rather than just having a stripe. On my nose, on the bridge, keep it bright. And then last but not least, lips. So I'm going to go a little bit daring today, and I'm going to use NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Can. And line. I do fill in my lips that little bit. I know this is quite pink, but I'm going to cover it up in a minute. I'm using this colour as a base. You'll see why in a second. And I'm going to use the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Catching. The packaging for this is super cute. I do quite like these satin lips because I feel like they last a long time, but the only thing I don't really like about them is the fact that they transfer so much. So if I even like touch my lip, I'll get a huge stain. And then now that I've got that on, just to clean up and blend out the edges a little bit, because I do use the pink one as a guide, is I'm going to go in with the shade Mauve by NYX, the lip liner, and I'm just going to contour my lips slightly. And there we have it. So this is my, like, kind of summery, even though we're going out of summer a little bit, but just a nice, like, glowy yellow sunset kind of look. And I wear this so much. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in my next video.